The participants and coaches have worked hard to create a sense of teamwork, respect, responsibility, and perspective.
We remind you that good behavior is expected and misconduct will not be tolerated.
Let this competition reflect a mutual respect for participants, officials, and fans.
Good luck to all competitors, and may everyone enjoy the greatest sporting event around.
A high school state championship.
Fans, don't shatter the game. Show your sportsmanship and act the right way. The Right Way Auto Glass. With locations in Lexington, Louisville, London, and Moorhead, Right Way Auto Glass installs your glass the right way. Right Way Auto Glass is Kentucky's premier auto glass solution.
And ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand and remove your caps as Genevieve Howard of Newport Central Catholic High School pays tribute to America in the singing of our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's semi-final game ball is presented by the 16 colleges of the Kentucky Community and Technical College System, Kentucky's #1 workforce training provider. Representing KCTCS is their mascot, the Pathfinder. Ready to earn like a pro? Learn like a pro with KCTCS.
Fans, it's time to electrify the game with Blue Oval SK. Grab your phones, turn on your flashlights, and light up the arena. Let's ignite innovation, create an unforgettable moment, and show the world what the future looks like with Blue Oval SK. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky, the heart of the Bluegrass, for semifinal round play of the 107th Kentucky High School Athletic Association UK HealthCare Boys Sweet 16 State Basketball Tournament, the greatest show in hoops. Today's game features the champions of Region 8, the Dragons of South Oldham, and the champions of Region 4, the Purples of Bowling Green. And now let's meet the starting lineups presented by Clark's Pump and Shop. For South Oldham, at guard, a 6-foot senior, number 0, Jake Fithian. For Bowling Green, at guard, a 6-foot senior, number 2, Deuce Bailey. For South Oldham, at forward, a 6'6" senior, number 12, William Burnside. For Bowling Green, at guard, a 6-foot senior, number 3, Braylon Banks. For South Oldham, at guard, a 5'10" junior, number 23, Xander Bowling Green. And guard, a 5'10" senior, number 10, Caden Carpenter. For South Oldham and forward, a 6'3" senior, number 34, Brooks B. For Bowling Green and guard, a 6' senior, number 12, Luke Idlet. For South Oldham and guard, a 6'2" senior, number 50, Julian Miles. And for Bowling Green and guard, a 6'2" senior, number 13, Joe Hurt. And introducing the head coaches for South Oldham, the head coach is Steve Simpson. And for Bowling Green, the head coach is D.G. Sherrill. Your officials are Brian
Team
Johnson.
captains are brought to you by Friends of Cole. For South Oldham, they have 3 wearing the captain star. Jake Fithian, along with Xander Searcy and Julia Miles, all in the starting lineup. They'll wear the black uniforms with dark green trim. Bowling Green, with their 5-guard lineup, will use Braylon Banks, a starter, as a captain, along with backup junior Ethan Kirkwood. They'll wear the white with the purple trim. Bowling Green won a state championship in 2017 for Coach D.G. Sherrill. South Oldham, the veteran coach, brings his team outside of Rupp Arena before the start of every season. They look outside, they don't come in, they say, this is where we want you to be. This year, they're inside, and they're playing on Saturday for their veteran, Steve Simpson.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
They got here at the beginning of the year, and here they are. It's the last day of the basketball season, and they're set to tip it off right here.
270 teams chased this moment, 4 on Saturday, on the final day of high school basketball on the boys' side in the Commonwealth. The orange leather skyward, and we're underway with a winning tip. And South Oldham's got it. They'll move in front of the Bowling Green bench, high right. Down into the corner. When are they going to take their first 3 of the day? They'll run a little offense first. Brooks B. Got it off to their starting guard, Fithian. Fithian comes high left, guarded by his number mate, 10 in white. Deep into the right side corner, holding, going low. And Miles has to save it in from going out of bounds under the goal. Drive to the baseline, and then a cross-court pass by B, intercepted for the turnover. BG running break, and the ball off the body of the driver in Luke Idlet. And we've had a turnover both way in the first 36 seconds of the game.
It's interesting. Deuce Bailey, the quarterback on the football team, the super athlete, on Miles here, man-to-man.
In the deep right corner, Burnside, and a whistle sounds at a drive, and it was the driver in Miles that was cutting into the lane that got held.
Yeah, it was, and that was Bailey holding him. So it's interesting. They got their best athlete, or I think their best athlete, on Miles, and we'll see if he stays with him.
One of the other opposing coaches said pure athletes, all of them, at Bowling Green in the starting lineup. Good work inside, nothing there, though, for Burnside. Still looking for a first point. They'll run the break, and Bailey has it tipped away, and then in transition, lost back by 50, and Bowling Green's got it back. Turnovers early into the lane, knifing the goal, Hurt no, trying to follow his own miss no. I don't think it's jitters, just things not going yet. Oh, they got a guy wide open, and eyes not up for 50 and to see him, and then he had it stolen away. Down the right side to Hurt. Hurt will get out of there and get it off to Bailey. Everybody settle down here. We're going to get this game going in a second. And that'll be Bailey rolling on a spin to the lane. He loves to spin. He missed at the front of the rim. Now to Miles.
We got a bloody nose.
It's a bloody nose. You could see it coming down court. It was Searcy. We've had blood in every game.
It was like 3 or 4 possessions that we've gone a long time, and he's just blood just dripping down his nose. Someone finally saw it.
And in for him will be Colton Wachterl. Boy, did he have a great game yesterday. 34 points, 12 of 15 from the field, hit 10 of his 13 shots. They outscored the opponent off the bench 42-0 yesterday in the win over J-Town. Still no points in the game. Miles, good give. There it is, off the back, the backboard, and in. And it was put in by Brooks B on another pretty pass. 2-0 in favor of South Oldham. Deep right corner, Carpenter. He's in a double team trap. Step in front as he tried to throw a baseline. And a steal, and great defense by Burnside a couple of times down court. We're underway at 6:04, and South Oldham 2-0. They are 1 of 2 from the field. Bowling Green 0 for 2. Both teams have made a pair of turnovers.
And you mentioned this is a team, Brooks B getting that first shot. He hit the game-winning shot in the regional final.
Trying to slice down the lane left, thrown away by B. Another turnover, their third. Both teams trying to find their footing here in the first 2 minutes plus. 2-0 South Oldham. Left side corner, pump fake Carpenter. Come up top to Idlet. Idlet loops it over. High rising pass to Banks. Banks will throw it baseline on a loop down to Carpenter. And ball tipped out of bounds at the baseline. They almost had the steal, but it went out first. It was in the hands of Fifthlian, who was trying to run the other way, but the ball went out of bounds at the baseline.
South Oldham very active right now on the defensive end. Bowling Green 0 for 2 with a couple of turnovers, but South doing a really nice job on this end.
2.5 minutes played at Rupp Arena. Skip pass into the corner. Idlet, their best outside shooter. Off to Bailey. Bailey penetrates, nothing. Pitch it left wing, Banks. Banks right side, Carpenter. Carpenter goes down the lane and had it tipped out of his hands, and it'll be another out of bounds under their goal for their head coach, D.G. Sherrill, in his 17th year, trying to get a second state title. Around the perimeter they go into the left side corner for the lead, and the three is good by Deuce Bailey, a 36% shooter on the year. High right, Fifthlian. Fakes left, goes right. They tried to pick the pocket, got body foul on Caden Carpenter, the 5'10" senior. Second foul on Bowling Green, making 3 fouls on Bowling Green early, none on South Oldham. Into the Bowling Green lineup is Jace Wardlow. They'll go about 7 deep, same with South Oldham. Very similar in their substitution patterns. Miles on the inbounds lost the ball because he was going to go over and back, and then a teammate saved it. Good hustle out to get it by Wuchterl. High left, Burnside, hand off to Miles, fake left, go right, drive down the paint, off the glass, missed it, long kicking rebound, defensive take by Carpenter. Forecourt on a 2-on-2 and a reach-in foul to try to stop him by Fifthlian. Jake Fifthlian, co-captain, 6-foot senior, 3-2 Bowling Green. Hadn't been pretty early, both teams 1 of 3 from the field. 3 turnovers, South Oldham, 2 on Bowling Green. Back into the BG lineup. Joseph Herndon out will be Deuce Bailey with that 1 foul.
It's the last day of the basketball season. You're playing the state semifinals. I do think there's probably some jitters out there, and we can see it early on, both these two teams.
Great feed as South Oldham's defense extended out, and a pass off the left wing to Hurt, who was wide open. Hurt put it in, and Bowling Green scored 5 in a row for a 5-2 lead. Still haven't seen a 3 taken by the team that takes more. On cue, they do. And the right wing 3, no good by B. Defensive rebound, Bowling Green. Carpenter streaking left to right to forecourt. Got it back to the top, through a double team trap. Drives it into the corner, Idlet, good shooter out of the corner, but a hand in his face, no good. Miles collects rebound, here he comes, the point guard. It's a 3-on-2, great thread the needle pass, and that on the layup by Burnside is a jailbreaker chips fast break, and it was perfectly executed. But in transition the other way, a reach-in foul. Who did they get this time? And it's going to be on Miles, who just had his 23rd assist of the tournament.
Yeah, and Miles is just so good. And again, we've talked about he struggled shooting so far in this tournament, but he's doing everything else. As you mentioned, 23 assists. He's the one that got the rebound, took it down, and got the assist on that one. And if Burnside can get going, this team is different.
Here's their 1-3-1, and Bailey knifes through it and finds a 10-footer in the lane. He's so good at that. 5 for Deuce Bailey. 7-4 Purples. Attacking the Dragons, Miles angling left of the dribble. Crosses it to the right, spins, extra step. May have gotten away with one there. Into the corner, Wuchterl. He throws it out high, it's tipped away, and they're going to run it down out of bounds. Last touched by Bowling Green. Great defense. Their defense is smothering throughout a game.
It really is, and they just continue to hound them. And when you look at what they've got Carpenter on 50, and he's actually going to come out right now. But Carpenter on 50, and 50's the one who can shoot it as well. He hasn't even been, every time he touches the ball, he can't do anything. He has no room at all. So they've done a really nice job.
Braylon Banks, the starter, back in with that change that you mentioned, Carpenter. This is Burnside up top to Wachterl. Hands it back to another new player in, and Drew Campbell. They go inside to a double, get it back to a shooter, 50, and there's his first look, no. Offensive rebound by Campbell between two purples, turns, gets loose, and the shot blocked. But an offensive rebound by Burnside after the block, and Burnside cleans it up, and it's 7-6 Bowling Green. South Oldham within one, ball deflected, but saved there by Hurd, and as they close out, he's tripped and fouled. Going to call the foul this time with the reserve in the game, and Drew Campbell timeout at 2:46 of the first quarter. Bowling Green 7, South Oldham 6 on the Morgan & Morgan Sweet 16 Network.
When you're at UK HealthCare Gill Heart and Vascular Institute, your heart is in the right place. We have the widest suite of heart services in Kentucky, from nutrition and exercise management to heart transplants. And with outreach clinics across the Commonwealth, you'll have convenient access to that care when you need it most. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, visit gillheart.com.
Strength Performance Recovery. Each 8-ounce glass of milk contains 8 grams of natural, high-quality protein to help you get more out of your workout. The Dairy Alliance is the official milk partner for high school sports. Learn more about milk's benefits at thedairylliance.com.
Coal isn't just for electricity, it's critical to steel production, construction, automaking, and manufacturing. We're down inside the 3-minute mark, and it's 7-6 Bowling Green. Our sidelines reporter is Scott Thompson. Scott?
All right, Greg, good morning. For Clark's Pump and Shop, I'm refreshed, I've refueled, and I have returned. DG Sherrill, Bowling Green. Hey, when South Oldham traps, especially over there on that left wing down around the baseline, he said, someone's got to drive to the basket. There's a lane open there. He says, we need to be owning that defensive board. Greg, Jody?
South Oldham, coached by Steve Simpson. The court's named after him. He is a Grant County native. He was on the Grant County team that played in the Sweet 16 in 1979. So he knows about this tournament, and he's got his team back here in year 25. 5-time 8th Region Coach of the Year. It's not easy to get out of your district with those 3 Oldham County schools.
North Oldham and Oldham County and South, it's one of the tougher districts. Steve has done a really nice job. The longest tenure coach in the 8th Region as well. So he's been around there. Look at early in this game. The one thing you're talking about, the defense from Bowling Green, they do extend. They're very athletic. They're very good. If they can get Burnside, he's got 2 offensive rebounds and the putback. He's got 4 points earlier. He could be a difference maker at 6'6" underneath for South Oldham. He's had a great end of the regular season, but not a great state tournament.
Bailey works his way to the lane, misses, follows, misses. 5-footer, 4-footer. First shot a lot better percentage than the second one. Burnside the rebound. And now Miles. Bailey tracks him. Miles works him to the top of the key. Backdoor cut. Didn't want to take the chance to give. Off the 50th. Corner left trying to get their first 3 of the day, and it's an air ball. They're 0 for 3 on the miss by Campbell. They've shot 35.5 per game, and on the break, all the way down court, not getting back. Kirk scores. That transition is lethal. 9-6 Bowling Green. Here comes Miles. Free throw line extended left, down to Burnside. Burnside, one-on-one, backing down the defender in Hurt. Finds a shooter left wing in 50th, and will switch it back to Burnside. They have done a good job covering the 3 so far, and the ball tipped away. And Burnside saves it from a turnover at the top of the key. Gets it off to Wachterl. Now Miles looks back to his coach. Minute 30 in the first quarter of play. 9-6. South Oldham down 3. 3 shots not open like they've been earlier. Pass low to Burnside, working inside, flips it in. It's went over top of Hurt. Burnside been the inside guy.
And there you have it, 6'6". He's got the advantage underneath Joseph Hurt, who is guarding him at 6'2". So he's got 6 points here early on for South Oldham.
6 of their 8. They're down 9-8. Carpenter on the near side finds an elbow teammate, and Hurt hits it from 15 on the elbow right, and it's 11-8 BG. 51 seconds, first quarter. Top of the key, Fithian lets fly. They're 0 for 4 from 3 after hitting 14 and 15 first 2 games. Stop at a dime and drill the 3 off the left side. Hurt. And the Fairdale transfer has 9 early, and it's 14-8 Bowling Green, giving South Oldham a little bit of their medicine from deep. Baseline, Burnside burrowing in. He'll put it up, miss it. Rebound kicks off a BG hand to Fithian. They'll reset 17. Wachterl out of the corner, in and out. They're 0 for 5. Rebound offensively, Wardlow. 10 seconds to go. Flying to forecourt, Carpenter. Into the corner, 3 ball, no, on the miss by Bailey. Rebound with 2 seconds to go. Shot 3/4 court, goes just under and hits the net. And after 1, Bowling Green by 6 over South Oldham, 14-8 on the Morgan & Morgan Sweet 16 Network.
What are you doing out there?
Come on!
I saw you at the game the other night. Yeah, you. Up there getting mad, acting like we're all out there making $1 million a game. Well, let me be real with you. This isn't the pros. It's school sports, and it's a game, our game. So please, let us play.
School sports fans, remember, when you cheer for your team, make noise for the right reasons. This message presented by the NFHS and the NIAAA.
And all student athletes in Kentucky.
Midway University has added many new degree offerings in the areas of business and health sciences. The new business offerings include accounting and concentration in the areas of finance, human resource management, leadership, and entrepreneurship. In health sciences, a timely new degree is now available in public health. This degree prepares students for a career in safeguarding the health and well-being of the public. All of these new programs are offered online in an accelerated format. Classes begin soon. Find out more at midway.edu.
On the court, coaches make a difference leading their team to victory. In the classroom, our public school teachers are difference makers. They teach our kids to dream and to achieve those dreams every day. Now's your chance to make a difference for that special teacher who's had a positive influence on your life, whether you're 16 or 66. Go to KEA.org and nominate your teacher for Kentucky Education Association's Difference Maker of the Month Award. Nominate your difference maker today at KEA.org.
One quarter in the book, 14-8 Bowling Green over South Oldham. The thrill of the game is loving the game responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, get help at 1-800-GAMBLER. Let's go over to Scott Thompson.
All right, Steve Simpson, South Oldham. Hey, make Bowling Green call a play. They're getting those runouts there. He says this is going to be a physical game. He says, you know, we've proven we can play that way. He says you just got to play through it. Also, you got to stay defensively in front of Bowling Green players. Greg?
Quickly inbounds to Carpenter. Goes baseline to Idlet. Give you these 3 numbers here in a second. The ball, a push out of bounds. And they say it was a shove on Drew Campbell. So into this game, through 2 games, Bowling Green averaging 3 made threes a game. They've hit 2 of the 4 they've taken. South Oldham averaging 12.5 on the year and 14.5 makes per game in this tournament is 0 for 5. Will they be able to turn it around? It's their calling card, and Bowling Green has made sure they've stolen the calling card early. First minute of quarter 2, 14-8 Bowling Green. High right Carpenter. They got a little double team on him. He's patient, gets it back to Banks. Banks flings it over left to Idlet. Flips it in the lane. Guys open in Carpenter, and he banks it in. That's a right way. Auto glass, off the glass shot for Carpenter. His first 2, and it's 16-8. Bowling Green has South Oldham doubled. Miles will shoot the 3. He missed it. They're 0 for 6. Long kicking elbow rebound. Miles got it back from the rebounder. Now into the corner. Nothing there, so they'll bounce it high left to Campbell. Campbell had it stripped, saved. Out to Searcy. Searcy misses. They're 0 for 7.
And they're not making that extra pass like they have done so often to get to this point. It's always, these are contested, tough shots that they're taking.
Banks, Braylon Banks, foul line, pick up the dribble, corner right, 3-ball, yes, by Chase Wardlow. So South Oldham getting beat at their own game, better ball movement and better shooting for Bowling Green, and they have gone on a 10-0 run to lead it 19-8. Impressive. The Kentucky Beef Council is funded by the state's 32,000 beef farmers and ranchers. Every sale of a cow generates $2 for the council's work. What's South Oldham got to do here?
I mean, you've got to go back to what got you here. You're going to make a shot at some point or another, but you know, they always talk about when you're a good shooting team or when you rely on threes, that when you go cold, you go cold. They're 0 for 7 here. And really make that extra pass. You know, Steve Simpson talked about coming into the tournament. The thing that made him so good in the regional tournament, especially in that North Oldham game, is they made the extra pass. They, instead of taking a good shot, they took a great shot. They're taking a bunch of average shots here so far. They need to get back to the good and then find the great.
Well, they gave up a big run, had a big run in the win over Jeffersontown. Miles, guarded by Bailey, drives around him and missed the running layup. He's talking to the official about he wanted a foul, but he just threw it past the backboard. Follow away in transition, miss by Wardlow from 10. Defensive rebound by Idlet. Idlet down the right to Miles. Ball above head. No dribble. Got it over right to Searcy into the corner. First three coming at 6:14. And it was by Brooks B.
And what was it? It was a good pass that led to a great shot. It was a wide open shot in the corner because they made the extra pass.
Stops a 10-0 run. Idlet to answer. He does out of the right corner. He's their best three-point shooter on the year at an amazing 54% of the year. 22-11. Other way. Good left wing. And again, it's Wachterl, who had those 10 threes yesterday. Right corner. Quick shot by Wardlow. No. Defensive rebound. Pace picking up. Down 8. Here come the South Oldham Dragons. Miles picks it up. Wachterl steps into it. Front rim, no. Easy rebound for Carpenter defensively. He'll put on the brakes in backcourt. Bowling Green will slow it down. 5 of the 6 guys that are in the rotation for Bowling Green, seniors that have played together since 6th grade. Joined by Hurd, who had 9 in the first quarter, and a reach-in foul. And I believe it's going to be on Burnside. Let's wait and see. No, I read the number wrong. It's on Adrian Miles, his first. Team second. Bowling Green has played good defense without many fouls, just 3 fouls. That's 5th foul on South Oldham. 5 of 9 in the first half. 22-14 Bowling Green. Winding up, I don't think this is a shooting foul. We're going to have a sub coming in.
Yeah, they were lining him up, but the official who called it is like, yeah, no, that was on the ground. Definitely on the ground there.
Hurd in, Bailey out with that foul as they're rotating guys to keep them fresh for D.G. Sherrill, trying to get to his 3rd title game. 1-1, lost 1 in the title game. 1-17, lost in 2015. Second game today is Montgomery County and Great Crossing, and then we'll have the championship at 7:30 Eastern time tonight. Banks, jab step, 14-footer in the lane, straight away, yes. Boy, they look good today.
And it's nothing special. It's nothing great. It's just really good ball movement that time, just a really nice one-on-one play. They're just doing some good things.
Switching left is Pythian. Kicks it into the left corner to Burnside, who drives, turns it to paint, dips underneath, and put the shot in as leaving his feet defensively was Ethan Kirkwood, a co-captain. 24-16, South Oldham trails by 8. No-look pass into the corner to Idlet. He's hit another one. What a pass from the high left to the deep pocket on the right side, and Idlet has 6. Bowling Green shooting lights out, lead by 11. Well, back to the days of Mr. Basketball Turner Buttery and the way he shot his junior year in this state tournament. Right corner, Burnside, no. They are now 2 of 11, while Bowling Green is 5 of 8 from deep. They run the break, caught in midair, switched hands on the right side to the left, and banked in by Hurt on a right way auto glass off the glass shot. That was also a jailbreaker Chips fast break. We doubled up on that one. Inside fake, reverse layup on the other end, going left to right, and Brooks B puts it in as the pace quickens here at Rupp Arena. It's 29-18 in favor of Bowling Green.
That's 12 points in the paint for South Oldham. They usually get all of it at the three-point line. Is Idlet.
Does what he does. Two in the right, one in the left corner, and Idlet, the idol of fans at Rupp Arena right now. He's hit 3 threes here in the second quarter, and Bowling Green by 14, 32-18. They are red hot. They're 6 of 9. It's almost like they changed uniforms.
I was just going to say, is this the other team playing here? Because that's what we've expected. 453 three-pointers, a state record for South Oldham, and they can't. 2 of 11. They're struggling from 3, and here is Bowling Green, 6 of 9.
And Bowling Green has been more of a three-point shooting team throughout the year. They backed it off in the state tournament, came into this tournament averaging 7.2, had not taken that many. They had only taken 20 and hit 6 of 20 in the first 2 tournament games. They've hit 6, and we're halfway through the second quarter of this semifinal game. Morgan & Morgan's dedication in court sets them apart, working 24/7 to serve client needs.
Idlet, by the way, 6 of 10 in this tournament from 3 now, as he was 3 for 3 in the Adair County game. Remember, this is the Bowling Green team that the 2 teams they've played in the first 2 games had a chance to knock them out at the end of regulation.
Here's a give and go from the top. Miles got it cornered and darted his way to the goal, and they flipped it back to Julian Miles, and he gets his first 2. 32-20. 12-point lead for Bowling Green as we near the 3-minute mark of the first half of play. Banks, top of the key to Carpenter on a bounce pass into the corner to Idlet. Got it in the corner to the guy who gave it to him, Hurt. And a defensive rebound off the miss. Here comes Miles, wearing 50 in his back. Pulls up for a straightaway 3. No good. Rebound by Burnside. He twists in. Missed. Turning 5-footer, offensive rebound, B back up, no. Burnside had a touch, Miles collects. Left wing 3, finally got one to go, and that was a big offensive possession for South Oldham. They're down 9.
Yeah, B and Burnside just battling into the underneath, getting their hands on balls, rebounding, and then the back tip out to Miles, who steps into a 3. He's going to have to get hot for this South Oldham team.
They've out-rebounded Bowling Green by 4, partly because they haven't shot it as well. They're 10 of 27. Bowling Green 13 of 22. Carpenter, right of the keyhole, drives just outside the paint, and he's bumped. Just that quick explosion down the right. 7 offensive rebounds so far, right?
7 offensive rebounds.
All right, we got Dr. Chase Klumper, Assistant Professor, Orthopedic Surgery, Hand, Wrist, and Elbow at the UK HealthCare. Now, tell us a little bit about the Hand Center.
Hey, thanks, Scott. The Hand Center is a place where multidisciplinary specialists come together to treat everything related to the hand. So we have orthopedic surgeons, plastic surgeons, hand therapists, and nurses all working together to try and give the total care to the upper extremity.
Now, do you have a favorite type of patient you like to treat?
Well, one of the things I love about my job is the variety, but certainly taking care of the athletes at UK and the surrounding high schools and middle schools is a thrill. Those patients are usually very motivated. It's really fun to see them get back on the court after an injury.
Now, with a basketball game going on, what type of hand injuries do basketball players get?
Oh, man. These guys are moving their hands out in space, and a lot of jammed fingers, dislocated joints, tendon injuries occasionally, but it's more bony injuries for these guys.
All right. Now, what type of surgeries do you do personally?
So, you know, one of the beautiful things about my job is the variety of patients and surgeries. So we work on bones, as I mentioned, nerves, tendons, joints, and really everything related to the upper extremity. We're kind of the general surgeon for the upper extremity and hand.
All right, now you've got an outreach and athletic training program there.
Yeah, the orthopedic surgery department is pretty impressive. We send athletic trainers out to all the surrounding high schools and middle schools and help those athletes get on the court, help them get back from injury, and that's one of the things that's so great about UK.
Well, we appreciate you and your staff and what you do.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
All right, thank you. You too. All right, that's Dr. Chase Klumper, Assistant Professor, Orthopedic Surgery, Hand, Wrist, and Elbow at UK HealthCare. Greg?
2 minutes, 3 seconds to go in the first half. 32-23 Bowling Green. They've got the ball working it around a perimeter islet. Back left to the left side to Wardlow. Now Wardlow coming up top left. Between the rings they go to Bailey. Bailey crossover. He's been in and out of this game after the early first foul. Now up to the top of the left. Way out high to the right to Hurt. Hurt holding on. Over to Bailey. Bailey explodes left side around Miles. Missed it at the rim. Got his own rebound, but then Miles ripped it away from him, and he'll come forecourt on a 3-on-2. Deep right corner. Good look at a three. Left it way short was Fithian. And a ball touched out by a Bowling Green. No, it's going to be touched out by South Oldham. So the Dragons had a chance to cut into the deficit. Was once 14, now sits at 9.
And they did, and Burnside had the defensive or the offensive rebound, and it just flipped right out of his hands, right out of bounds. He's doing a really nice job for him under there. They've got to continue that and start hitting some shots.
Bailey sees the cutter island, and Miles anticipated, slap down, clean steal. Great play in the trail. Miles finds Fithian, and he drills his first three of the day. Miles, big defensive plays 2 times in a row. 6-point game.
Now Bowling Green's got to go back to what they were doing. Some forced shots, some tough shots the last couple of possessions. They need to work it around and do what they were doing best.
They were up 32-18, but outscored 5 in a row here. Make it actually not 8 in a row after they scored 10 in a row. Game on, 38 seconds left in the first half. A drive to the goal, muscling through, grabbed, it didn't stop Wardlow. He scored, he has 5 and 1 coming for Chase Wardlow. And the reach was on Searcy. Searcy's first foul. 36.4 to go in half one, and an 8-point lead for the Purples. Well, both of these teams had to get through tough games. The regional final, overtime win over North Oldham for South. And in the district final, just a 2-point win over Warren Central would have been there anyway. Here's the foul shot up and no good on the miss by Wardlow. 33 seconds to go, defensive rebound, 8-point game. South Oldham trying to get within closer, and this shot no good as the shot missed by Miles.
Yeah, Miles now just 1 for 4 from the 3-point range today. South Oldham 4 of 16.
Near 18 seconds, coming down to the end, going to the right side is Carpenter. Top of the key to Wardlow. Wardlow one-hands it over to Idlet. Good shooter off the wing. He's hit another one. That is 4 threes for Idlet here in the second quarter. A deep three at the buzzer rattles out, and Bowling Green will take a double-digit lead to the locker room, 37-26 over South Oldham.
Yeah, and you know what? Bowling Green did everything they needed to do. They got a little stretch there during the South Oldham run where it wasn't great, but they did everything.
They got off to a hot start in this game.
Yeah, I mean, we got good shooters. We can shoot the ball, too. We just got to keep running them off the line. You know they're going to hit shots. Defense rebound is going to be key in the second half.
Very physical game. You expect that in the second half?
Oh, yeah. It's Final Four. I mean, it's going to be a war to finish this thing.
All right, thank you, Coach.
All right.
That's DG Sherrill. It is 37-26. Bowling Green up by 11. So we go to halftime. We'll have a halftime guest, look at stats and more on the Morgan & Morgan Sweet 16 Network.
You guys just didn't want it bad enough. That should have been an easy win. What were you doing out there? You got to hustle. You could have made that play if you'd been open.
On the car ride home after the game, when you think you're helping by telling me what I did wrong and what I need to work on, all I hear is
unselfish style of team play enhances their team's overall performance. Larry was selected for the award's marquee name because of his stellar high school and college career, which epitomizes being a team player. Please turn your attention to midcourt, where KBC Executive Director Scott Chalk will be presenting the award. This year's winner is Xander Carter from Ashland Blazer. Congratulations to Xander. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the court and join the Kentucky High School Athletic Association and Absolute Services in recognizing a special group of past state champions. Celebrating their 25th anniversary, please welcome members of the 2000 state championship team, the Elizabethtown Panthers. Those in attendance are receiving a commemorative medallion from the Kentucky High School Athletic Association. On behalf of Absolute Services, welcome back and congratulations to our 25th anniversary honorees. Absolute Services proudly supporting Kentucky athletes and communities, providing quality HVAC, plumbing, and electrical services you can trust. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the floor as we recognize individuals from the Don Harris HSAA Hall of Fame, presented by Roberts Insurance. These individuals will be inducted Sunday, May 4th, in a ceremony at the Central Bank Center Ballroom here in Lexington. The class of 2025 inductees, including those who are able to join us today, are Darren Bilberry from Fort Knox, Clark Burkle from St. Xavier, Robert Bobby Curtis from St. Xavier, Bill Cookie Grawemeyer from DuPont Manual, Donnie Gray from Clay County, represented by his widow Beverly, James Joe Hamilton from Dunbar, Billy Hicks from Everett, Harlan, Corbin, Scott County, represented by his grandson Weiler and little Betsy. Stephanie Livers from Elizabethtown. George Randolph from Owensboro Catholic. Greg Todd from Berea, Lexington Catholic. Beth Vice Carrier from Montgomery County. Congratulations to our inductees. For information, visit khsaatickets.org as they are currently on sale.
I shouldn't be here. That's what the first 3 doctors said. That even if I made it to remission,
I'd probably never climb again. But I did, because I wanted a different answer. And I found it at UK HealthCare. I took a drug nobody else had yet. 12 rounds of chemo and a 16-person team. But here I am, right where I was never supposed to be.
Okay, basketball fans, it's time now for a UK HealthCare hot shot free throw contest. Our contestants have 30 seconds to see how many free throws they can make. Whoever makes the most shots wins a UK HealthCare prize pack. All right, contestants, on your mark, get set, and go. All right, contestants, you have 15 seconds remaining. 5 seconds. And time is up. Let's check our score. There's our winner. Congratulations. Your UK HealthCare Hot Shot Free Throw Challenge winner. Thank you again to UK HealthCare, the official healthcare provider of the Kentucky High School Athletic Association.
This is Eric. When he got injured in a car accident, he called Morgan & Morgan. He not only gets a lawyer, he gets trial lawyers like Sam and Jessica, who are in it to win it. He gets his own investigators with briefcases, leather ones. And if you ever have questions, our customer service folks keep things rolling. Injured? We're your army. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Fans, it's time to play the Morgan & Morgan Puzzle Mania. Puzzle pieces are scattered on the court, and our contestants will have 30 seconds to build a mystery puzzle. The first team to finish wins a prize, courtesy of Morgan & Morgan. On your mark, get set, and build the puzzle. Flipping them over, let's see. Looks like it could be a person. There's some strategy going on. Look at that, good teamwork. There it is, there's our winners. Uh-oh, they did it wrong, but what do you do? They got it finally, all right. Congratulations, winners from South Oldham. Great effort. Thanks for playing Morgan & Morgan Puzzle Mania. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Athlete Services three-point leaders. Leading the way for South Oldham. Jake Fithian has 1. Brooks B has 1. Julian Miles has 1. Colton Workerl has 1. From Bowling Green, Luke Eilert has 4. Deuce Bailey has 1. Joe Hurt has 1. And Jason Wardlow has 1. Absolute Services, your trusted team for heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs. When your home needs a clutch performance, call Absolute Services. And now let's share in a moment of joy. Meet Cosair's kid, Luciana. A 7-year-old girl who loves Christmas stories, playing soccer, and telling jokes in Spanish. At 3 years old, the doctors diagnosed Luciana with leukemia. The donations to COSAIR for Kids funded the treatment Luciana desperately needed to recover and thrive. Thank you for helping COSAIR kids like Luciana experience the power of joy. Last year, COSAIR for Kids touched the lives of more than 200,000 children. That's enough to fill up Rupp Arena for 10 sold-out basketball games. That's the impact of COSAIR for Kids, our region's most comprehensive children's charity. Whether through assistance with medical bills, research, education, social services, or child advocacy, Kentucky's kids are better off thanks to the impact of COSAIR for Kids. Visit cosair.org to learn more.
Hey everyone, it's Andy. In Kentucky, we recognize that it's okay to not be okay. Addiction is a disease that affects people from all walks of life.
Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down, yeah, yeah. Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down, yeah, yeah. Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down, yeah, yeah. Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down. Ooh.
Be safe, Kentucky. Buckle up and put the phone down.
What does it take to be great? It's more than just wanting to be the best. It takes passion, hard work, hours upon hours of practice. Greatness is not an easy path, but it's worth it. You have to show up for your community, for your family, for your team. And one day, it all comes together. You reach the destination. Only that's just the beginning.
I'm rolling on empty. Holla if you feel me. Gotta make a pit stop. Got my boys Carr and Robinson rolling with me. I pump my gas. I grab my snacks. I'm saving cash with my Clark's pump and shop app. I pump and shop. I pump and shop. I use the app to pump and shop.
Use Clark's Pump and Shop app to earn rewards and save big.
Use the app to pump and shop.
Midway is like a family. It's really a relaxed atmosphere for being on a college campus.
I just fell right in love with the campus. Everybody was so welcoming and so kind. You get the type of attention that you need. It's very easy to make friends.
A very affordable university for me. I'm debt-free once I graduate, and that makes me a lot more excited about my future.
This is Eric. When he got injured in a car accident, he called Morgan & Morgan. He not only gets a lawyer, he gets trial lawyers like Sam and Jessica who are in it to win it. He gets his own investigators with briefcases, leather ones. And if you ever have questions, our customer service folks keep things rolling. Injured? We're your army. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Great competition and sportsmanship are the hallmarks that we believe and invest in for our future. At Tanner Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, we understand the importance of doing what you say you'll do. Our product lineup of Jeep, Ram trucks, Chrysler and Dodge cars and minivans are always a great value, and we pride ourselves on customer satisfaction. At Tanner Dodge, you're gonna like the way we do business.
Come home to savings. Tanner Dodge Chrysler Jeep.
I shouldn't be here. That's what the first 3 doctors said. That even if I made it to remission, I'd probably never climb again. But I did, because I wanted a different answer, and I found it.
I Bowling Green. Bowling Green plays D in front of the opposition bench. Miles finds a 17-footer and misses it. Offensive rebound too hard off the glass by Fithian, and the defensive rebound yanked down by Hurt. Here come the Purples.
Yeah, they got two good looks right there at the bucket right there. Just couldn't get it to drop.
Carpenter straight lines it down the left of the lane. He wanted a foul. Didn't matter. He put it in. That's 4 for Carpenter in the game, and they push the lead out to 13 at 39-26. Biggest lead at 14. Miles picks up the dribble, tried to thread the needle to a cutter. It was deflected. He got it back. Now into the same guy in a corner right. 15-footer no good. Kicks deep left corner. Fithian the rebound. Fithian's got it back from a teammate low, and Fithian hit the 3, his second of the day.
Another offensive rebound. Burnside doing a great job of getting it inside to B, and instead of taking it over his right shoulder, he flipped it out to the right corner, left corner, and you get a 3.
39-29, follow away, 15-footer, Banks no. Another rebound by Burnside. 7 for him to lead all rebounders. Fithian had it blocked away, but it fell right back down to his feet. 2 Bowling Green guys had come beyond, and it was an easy lay-in, and it's down to an 8-point game.
Sometimes you need a good bounce every now and then. That ball, instead of bouncing Bowling Green's way, right to Fithian.
He has 8 points. Baseline drop. Banks got it back, stripped away. Ball goes to the corner, and they're going to say last touched by the Dragon defender. South Oldham out of Region number 8, District 29 against District 14, Region 4. Entrant, the Bowling Green Purples. 4 left out of 270, playing for the state championship. Who will get there for tonight's 7:30 Eastern tip here at Rupp Arena? Game 2, Montgomery County and Great Crossing. Working his way right, Banks there in the rotation. Work a little clock, make him work defensively. Top of the key, Hurt. Hand off Banks. Banks crossover dribble, back it away from Fithian's defense. Near the Rupp Arena symbol here on the near side. Headband on, flips a pass high right. Carpenter. Carpenter comes to the right side to Hurt. Well, they're up by 8. No reason to rush here. Now exploding baseline, Carpenter, crossover to the lane, drew the foul on the reach by Searcy, his second.
And a much better job defensively early on in this second half by South Oldham. The one basket they got was a straight line drive that you're going to have a hard time stopping, and that right there, a move to the basket. But they've shut down right now the three-pointers.
64% in the first half, 7 of 11 from deep for Bowling Green. Below a quarter of them made, 4 of 17 for South Oldham. First foul shot good by Carpenter. This is a team in Bowling Green that coming into this tournament was making 73% of their foul shots. And they are 75%. They went 23 of 32 and 9 of 11 in overtime in that win yesterday. Carpenter got the first, the second no, 40-31 Purples. Miles will pull up for a 3. Dribble. He's starting to feel it. That's his second of the day.
He's got 132 made three-pointers on the season. At some point or another, he's going to make a couple in a row. A 41% three-point shooter.
Here comes Bailey against Miles, and the ball tipped out of bounds.
I tell you, that's where Miles has picked it up today, is defensively. He is very, very physical. He's getting his hands on a lot of basketballs when they drive.
High right on the inbounds, Carpenter. Between the rings now to Banks. Around to left to Hurt. Back to Banks, who comes to get it. Banks guarded by Wachterl, who's back in. Bowling Green very patient, leading by 6. Their biggest lead has been 14. Curling on a bounce pass, right of the lane to Banks. He'll give it off to the cutter, and Bailey will go to the hoop. A right way, out of glass, off the glass shot on a cut to the goal. 42-34, Bowling Green. They've only been down 2-0 in this game. Fake right, go left. Burnside, contact. This is from 6. Rebound, last touched by whom? One official says no, it was off the hands of Banks. It'll go back to the Dragon.
A lot of bodies in there, a lot of hands all around, and he says that it's off Banks out of bounds, and they'll get it underneath their own basket.
4:29 to go in the third. 42-34 Bowling Green. Players all kind of in a mosh pit. 3 South Oldham players, 2 Bowling Green players. So they're going to kind of say, okay, guys, settle down here. Everybody's getting their space. Look at that. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys stacked in rows, 4 on each team. Here comes the inbounds to Miles. Miles works his way right. And the ball stolen by Bailey, but it goes on the court and picked back up. They got it over to Wachterl, and he'll miss the 3. That was great hustle on the court by B to come up with a loose orange leather. Nearing the 4-minute mark. 5/8 of the game to be played here in about 8 seconds. Bowling Green by 8. Banks driving, spinning on a dime in a lane, turning and hitting from 7. Pretty play.
And they are just right now getting to the rim. They're not shooting threes anymore this half. They're going straight to the basket.
44-34. Gonna have to hit threes if you want to catch up. It's been their game, but it hasn't been on target today. Skip pass from left to right, top to Miles. Pump fake, go left, step back. Deep 3 from 24, no good. Rebound by Carpenter for Bowling Green. They lead by 10. Banks feeling it, driving, got around Burnside to the goal. Yo-yos the shot, no good on a reverse. Offensive rebound hurt. He'll go to the goal, he'll miss. Burnside collects rebound 8. Quickly Fithian, one hands it to Wachterl, to Miles, unguarded left wing, too long. Long kicking rebound, and Bailey runs it down ahead of Fithian on a race to the basketball.
You can't ask for a better shot. In transition, they made the extra pass, and Miles was wide open.
There goes Bailey to the goal, tipped away and stolen. Miles flips it on up to Wachterl for the dunk. On a jailbreaker chip, fast break, and it's 44-36 as Wachterl, who's been a three-point artist, flushes it from about 2 inches away on the
I
rim.
was say, where'd that one come from? Wachterl getting up on that one.
Wachterl was 10 of 13 from 3 yesterday in the win over J-Town by 1. Bailey, pitch and catch around the perimeter. Getting it back is Carpenter. He'll go to the lane. On the run, no, got his own miss. Blocked from behind, but picked back up by a teammate Hurt. Hurt will flip it up and in through traffic.
Very physical right now, and I like it. They're letting them play. They're letting them play, and Steve Simpson's going to take a timeout.
2:16 to go in the third quarter. Bowling Green by 10. They'll play D when we return to Rupp Arena in the first of 2 semifinal games on the Morgan & Morgan Sweet 16 Network.
When life's accidents happen, call Right Way Auto Glass. Right Way will come to your location and complete your repairs the same or next day. Right Way is a preferred provider for all insurance companies, meaning they can handle the entire process in one call.
Right Way handles everything. They can even recalibrate your vehicle's electronic safety features, saving you a trip to the dealership. With certified technicians and over 75 years of experience, plus over 500 5-star Google reviews, call Right Way Auto Glass for all of your auto glass needs at 859-523-1098.
At game time, you are what you eat. And a 3-ounce serving of beef provides 25 grams of protein, a requirement for building muscle. Then add 10 essential nutrients, including iron and vitamins B6 and B12 for energy and alertness. And you see what any athlete can tell you. Beef. It's what's for winners.
2:16 in the third quarter. Bowling Green leads it by 10. Let's pause station identification here on the Morgan & Morgan Sweet 16 Network. During the timeout, the lead official came over to the scorebook. We've got a situation. What do you have, Jody?
I'm told it's offsetting technical fouls, contact fouls on Miles for South Oldham. So Julian Miles for South Oldham and Deuce Bailey for Bowling Green. So they were jawing at each other and maybe shoving a little bit at each other, and they just decided to shut it down right there. They give them both technical fouls. No shots, offsetting.
First foul on Miles, second on Bailey. Remember, Bailey picked up the first of the game way back.
And like I said, getting a little chippy. It's getting pretty physical, and I like that from the referees. Nobody gets an advantage. You just get a couple technical fouls, tell them to settle down.
See what Scott has to say.
All right, Steve Simpson talking with Miles. He says, let them push you. He says the officials right here are on top of them. They've got to speed up Bowling Green right here. Greg?
Down to the 2:10 mark of the third quarter. Behind the back, lost the dribble, and then Eidlet got it. He flipped it out behind his back as he was losing it. It's stolen back by B. Eidlet takes the baseline, goes in, blocked from behind. He had a dunk moments ago. The other way, Eidlet, his shot blocked by Burnside. It'll go out of bounds to Bowling Green. So a lot of blocks there, a lot of turnovers.
A lot of physicality, too. Like I said, they're being very physical with them at the rim.
Minute 46 to go, the under. 3 timeout called, and it's Bowling Green by 10 here on the Morgan & Morgan Sweet 16 Network.
When you're at UK HealthCare Gill Heart and Vascular Institute, your heart is in the right place. We have the widest suite of heart services in Kentucky, from nutrition and exercise management to heart transplants. And with outreach clinics across the Commonwealth, you'll have convenient access to that care when you need it most. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, visit gillheart.com.
Clark's cares. Clark's Pump and Shops gives back to the community it serves, which is why they are proud sponsors of the Kentucky High School Boys and Girls Sweet 16 at Rupp Arena. Clark's welcomes all the fans and wishes the participating teams the best of luck. And while you're here, be sure to stop in Clark's Pump and Shop locations for all your favorite drinks and snacks, and visit Clark's Cafe across from Rupp for lunch on the go. Freshly made ham, tuna and chicken salad sandwiches. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Bowling Green late in the third quarter by 10. They've been ahead since they were down 2-0 on a 5-2 lead and haven't given it up. Fentanyl is behind 80% of Kentucky overdose deaths. Stay safe. Get informed. Carry Narcan. Learn more at findhelpnow.org. Greg Stottlemyre, Jody Demling, sidelines reporter Scott Thompson. As we head down the stretch of Game 1, Game 2 coming up. That'll be a good one. Great Crossing, 32-4 with Mr. Basketball Malachi Moreno. And they will take on Montgomery County. Got a 69-66 win over North Laurel yesterday. There was a big injury in that game for Great Crossing. Lost their point guard. So with the way Montgomery plays the game, that'll be a little bit more of a challenge. They'll have to adjust.
Yeah, it will be very interesting. It will be very interesting to see how they do it. Montgomery County is going to get it and try to just go and run and see what they can do the way that they play. And boy, talk about hitting threes. Remember, they're the ones that set the state record with 16 threes the other night.
Been a crazy tournament of a lot of threes from that line of 19 feet 9 inches and beyond. Bailey leaves his feet right, finds the shooter Eidlet in the corner, misses this one. Miles gets the rebound, his second of the day. Miles does not have an assist today officially. Oh, that's 8 of Miles. Miles has 5, the other Miles. And the ball off the foot on a cutting pass, and it rolled right off the foot on a low bounce pass of 50, and really can't blame him for that.
No, and a great idea. It's a tough pass. As Bowling Green now has Orlando Davis in for the first time today.
He gets a couple of minutes every game just to spell somebody. Here's Banks. Banks passes up a 14-footer, Orlando Davis. He brought it through the wing player in Wardlow. Now baseline Eidlet will bounce into Wardlow, and he's grabbed by Miles with his third foul. 3 fouls on Miles. So remember, he had the technical on the double technical with Bailey on the other side, the great football player, 2-time 5'8 champion. Here's Wardlow, Jace Wardlow, 82.5% foul shooter. You can see why, even though he missed one back in the first half. As DG Sherrill said, you can't measure heart. And he really thought they got into the legs, and I think they did. I agree with him, into the legs of Ashland in that fourth quarter comeback. And they won in overtime both games. They'd like to make it a 32-minute game today and not a 36-minute game like they've done the last two.
I was just going to say, they don't want to go to overtime today. They want to make this a 32-minute game as D.G. Sherrill takes a 30-second timeout here.
48-36, lead by 12. Will they be able to hang on? Their biggest lead, 14. Their only deficit, 2-0. They've been ahead most of this ball game. There have been no ties, just that one lead switch. They've been ahead for 20 minutes and 12 seconds, behind for a minute 6. The game was tied for 101 ticks of the clock. Take a trip to Moorhead, and you can get to your Rowan County getaway from Bowling Green High by driving 225 miles. It's 131 miles from South Oldham High School to Rowan County.
Just 6 of 23 from 3, the lowest number of 3 that they have made in postseason is 9. They were 9 of 29 in the first round of the district tournament against Oldham County. We go back 15 games, they've made 10 or more in 14 of the last 15 games.
Crazy number. They're going to have to hit some here in the last minute of this quarter and the rest of the game. Miles passes up the 3, penetrates, contact, and a foul. See if they're going to rule that he was passing or shooting here. I think he's going to go to the line. We'll wait to get that confirmed, and it is confirmed. Miles trying to bring him back.
I remember he struggled at the line yesterday.
See why he's a running back of the football team wearing number 6 as he misses the foul shot. 79.5 coming into the tournament, but from the foul line, he is now 1 for 6.
Yep, 1 for 5 yesterday, didn't get to the line. Crazy stat in the first game, they were 1 for 2 from the free throw line as a team.
Miles has missed them both. Hadn't been a good shooting tournament for him, and it's 48-36. Biggest lead is 12. They've got a trap at half court and a good steal there, but when the steal was saved in along the sidelines, it came back to Bowling Green, and Hurt into the goal and put it in. He has 15.
It was a great hustle by Adrian Miles, but the ball went right through B's legs.
The other Miles shoots. Julia Miles misses. Julia Miles today now 3 of 12 from the field. And Bowling Green with a little mojo before Miles goes in and steals it off the baseline. 2-on-1 the other way on the Jailbreaker Chips fast break. It was Wachterol who laid it in for 7. 1 second at the end of the quarter. Deep left corner, no good. And we'll go to the final 8 with Bowling Green by a dozen. 50-38 over South Oldham on the Morgan & Morgan Sweet 16 Network.
To every referee, umpire, and judge in high school sports, we want to say, we see you.
We see everything you do for us that goes unnoticed.
We see the positive role models that you are.
We see the way you get unfairly criticized just for doing your job.
The truth is, we couldn't play without you.
So thank you for investing your time in us.
Thank you for protecting the integrity of the game, no matter what.
We hope you always know how much we appreciate you.
Because without you, this is just recess. It's not really a game.
Thank you for always making it possible for us to play the sports we love.
Want to serve the students in your community? Sign up to become an official in Kentucky at highschoolofficials.com.
When life's accidents happen, call Right Way Auto Glass. Right Way will come to your location and complete your repairs the same or next day. Right Way is a preferred provider for all insurance companies, meaning they can handle the entire process in one call.
Right Way handles everything. They can even recalibrate your vehicle's electronic safety features, saving you a trip to the dealership. With certified technicians and over 75 years of experience, plus over 500 5-star Google reviews, call Right Way Auto Glass for all of your auto glass needs at 859-523-1098.
The Dairy Alliance says let's muscle into the fourth quarter with chocolate milk. Not all proteins are created equal. Milk's natural, high-quality protein helps build strong muscles. Stay in the game with milk. Visit thedairyalliance.com. 50-38, Bowling Green up by 12 as we go to the fourth quarter. They've won quarter one 14-8, quarter two 23-18, quarter three 13-12.
And I love what Bowling Green did in that third quarter. They've got the lead. They hit 7 of 11 from 3 in the first half, but they only took 2 threes, and one of them was a last-second heave.
Miles gambled for a steal near half court, taken away by Carpenter to the baseline. Now in a double-team trap, hurt in the corner, whistle sounds. Timeout, D.G. Sherrill. He's going to bail his team out with his first timeout. He's got 3 left. South Oldham has 2 left as we open the first 12 seconds of quarter number 4. You go back and look at South Oldham. They average 73.5 points a game coming into the tournament, 16th best in the state, 71.5, 2 games. Put up 38 today. Shots not falling.
Shots are not falling. As I said, the entire tournament, when you look at their three-pointers in the entire postseason, 15, 14, 11, 14, 11, 21, 10, and 9 back to the district tournament. And here today, they're 6 of 24. Sometimes your shots don't fall. You've got to do some other things. They've tried to do some other things, but Bowling Green just has their offense out of kilter. They're just athletic enough. They're just doing enough to keep them off balance and not knowing really how to react.
UK Healthcare Aesthetic Center is Lexington's premier location for cosmetic, surgical, and non-surgical treatments, ready to help improve your confidence and self-esteem. Scott Thompson down on the sidelines behind the Bowling Green huddle.
Yeah, Greg, and Jody, what D.G. Sherrill's talking about right now is he says we can't keep getting stuck in the corners right now. The teams are getting trapped in the corners. He's wanting to find a way to get the ball to the free throw line where they can either drive, penetrate, or kick the ball out. Greg, Jody?
Out of Region 4, D.G. Sherrill won a state championship in 2017, beat Cooper. They were the runner-ups to Cooper in 2015. 19th Sweet 16 for BG, and you go back and look, 24 of the last 25 Sweet 16s, it's either been Bowling Green or Warren Central. Greenwood snuck in there in 2008.
I was going to say, the one Greenwood time they snuck in there. Other than that, Bowling Green and Warren Central has dominated. And D.G. Sherrill, what a great job he has done with this program at Bowling Green in continuing the success. They don't maybe have the marquee name this year, but they've got one of the marquee teams, and it's a bunch of seniors who play really well together.
Yeah, there's no Teddy Taylor out on the court right now. Terry Taylor. And they beat the pressure, and then sneaking behind the half-court pressure is hurt. He has 17. He's only averaging 2 in the first 2 games, 4 points. He's back up there. There goes Miles. Avoids a potential charge, shifting his body left to right and laying it in. Miles has 10. First double-figure score on the day, and a bad pass by Bailey taps his chest. He didn't throw too many bad passes for the football team, did he?
No, that one was an errant one there that just was way to the left, but only their 7th turnover of the game.
Bailey almost 3,200 yards passing, 45 touchdowns for the 2-time now 5A state champion in football. B goes out to Miles, trying to sell it by saying he was knocked down, missed the 3. He's been a little chippy with the officials today. Down the timeline, across the timeline, down the left, Carpenter. Now up top the Banks. Bowling Green looping a pass to Idland, who dropped it. Then Idland got back and tipped it out of bounds. So another turnover on Bowling Green. You get sloppy and complacent. 12-point lead can go away quick if South Oldham, who's only hit 6 of their 25 threes, can get them to start falling.
Yeah, and Miles talking with the officials. They're having a hard time getting it inbounds.
Miles got it, forecourt. Crossover dribble, tipped away. Turnover, Miles trying to make the crossover. Great tip away by Carpenter. Teammate got it. Carpenter's got it back right corner. Caden Carpenter plays so smooth within himself. Around the perimeter to the left side to Banks. Now back to Carpenter. He'll nail a couple of dribbles off the deck into the lane. Nothing there. Out top, Banks straight away three. Where's three? Put three in the scorebook, and he's in on the three-party in their biggest lead of the day at 15.
And they're not taking any bad shots. Working around.
Quick shot on the left wing as it came down the left flat and missed was Fithian. Here comes Banks. Spins away from a double team all the way to the goal. Blocked and fouled. Fithian.
This is
on one end missed, and on the other end Banks with the goal.
This is a Bowling Green team that is playing as one unit. They are doing every little thing possible that they need to do to win this game. Making the extra pass, getting the back tip, good defensive switches and rotations. Just a perfect game so far from Bowling Green.
First foul shot no good by Banks. 10 points for Miles. That's it in double figures. Meanwhile, Idlet has 12. Hurt has 17 for Bowling Green. Second foul shot good. Banks up to 8. You go back and think about it. What does Adair County watching or here in Rupp Arena or listening think? We missed a good-looking three off the right wing, a tip right ahead of the buzzer. It just fell off the left front of the rim. And then it happened again with a missed three by Ashland. Bowling Green on the doorstep of elimination. And now on the front porch of a Final Four to the championship game. Quarter right, shot by 50 and no good. Miles collects. Way short, but it turned into a pass underneath. And it was collected by Campbell. He threw it away, tried to outlet it. Stolen by Hurt. Crossover dribble, back it away, run clock. Bowling Green in ultimate control now. By 16, their only deficit 2-0. South Oldham extending the half-court zone, a 1-3-1, trying to find traps. Bowling Green just playing pitch or catch. Bailey penetrates, flips it to the left side to Carpenter. Cat and mouse game going on now with the clock ticking, 5:10 to go. Carpenter up the near sidelines, Idlet to Bailey. They're good ball handlers too. Inside Hurt, 19. He had only 4 points combined in the first 2 games, even though he was their leading scorer in the regional. And Bowling Green sailing away. They've scored 8 in a row here, and they lead 58-40. Greg Stottlemyre, Jody Demling here. What do you have to say about this one? I didn't see this coming.
I thought this would be a really good game. I thought it'd be a close game, but you don't think that a team like South Oldham is going to hit 6 of 28 from three-point range. They're just struggling. Look, we talked about Hurt. He's been great with 19. Idlet, 4 of 7 from 3. When you look at it, though, at Bailey, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and what has he done? He has frustrated Julian Miles to the bitter end here today. He is on him from the time the ball comes in all the way down. He has been pushing and grabbing and doing different things to frustrate him, and he's really been kind of the difference on both ends of the floor for this Bowling Green team.
Then on the offensive end, they found good shots. They've hit 23, and they have assisted on 17 of their 23 makes. That is gold standard, helping your teammate offensively. And right now, shooting 22 percentage points better than a South Oldham team that's in a 2.5-minute drought right now and frustrating to find shots. Well, Scott, it's been a tough day for South Oldham. What happened in their huddle there during the timeout?
Well, Steve Simpson's not giving up just yet. You know, he's just basically saying, hey, that lob pass, we can't do that lob pass to our guards. He says, that's just going to make a steal for Bowling Green. He says, I know you're tired, but, you know, we've got 5 minutes left to go out here. Greg?
They've had a 10-0 run, along with an 8-0 run, and now another 8-0 run. Bowling Green's best run that they've given up is just a 5-0 run today. I mean, there have been no big spurts. And remember, yesterday, South Oldham had a 26-2 run against J-Town, then gave up 17 in a row, and then they played close the rest of the way in a wild game in the quarterfinals.
I just look at that number, 39.3% on the season from 3. And you're talking about a team that has shot almost 1,200 threes. They're 39.3%, and today, 21.2%.
Miles pumping a dribble and dribbled it off a Bowling Green player, saved it with a dive to the court, and they'll try to find something. This Bowling Green defense aggressive. Miles driving on Bailey, spinning, fouled, put it in. He says, finally, Finally, I want to battle one-on-one with Bailey. Deuce Bailey going to Missouri State to play football, quarterback. If there's going to be not a knock on him, but a challenge for Bailey when he gets to the FBS level, he's a 6-foot quarterback. And man, is he a great athlete. And Miles has missed another foul shot. He has just not been able to find the range from the foul line. He does have a dozen. And trying to go for a steal on a pass down court. Over to the left of the keyhole, they got it to Idlet, and he was grabbed and fouled. It was called on Drew Campbell. Second foul of the quarter. 4:38 in the game.
Got all kind of shooters on this South Oldham team, but Steve Simpson right now going with a smaller lineup of guys to be a little quicker, and you see the defense coming out extending.
Idlet got it off through a teammate. That's a blocking foul. On the drive to the right, Banks slithered around the waiting defender who got into his path, Drew Campbell. And so 4 on Campbell, the 6'1" junior backup guard. Third foul on South Oldham. 4:30 to the finish line. 58-42 in favor of Bowling Green. And they are such good ball handlers that almost threw it away there, but foul line Banks into the lane, dropped it. Saved by Hurt. Now Carpenter back to Hurt. Hurt driving in. He's in a double team and grabbed and fouled. You could see the frustration on South Oldham. It's building player by player.
You can definitely, and that's 5 there on Campbell.
And 3 of them came in a flurry right here.
Yep.
So eliminated from the game on fouls. Drew Campbell's day is done. He was also fouled out and played just 14 minutes against Jeffersontown.
Bowling Green, just every little thing possible today. Those little loose balls that we just saw there, South Oldham in this run that's gotten them to get here. They've won 26 of their last 28 games. Both of those losses are to North Oldham. In that run, balls were bouncing their way. You know what I mean? The balls not only on shots, but loose balls. They were diving and going after things. Well, they're still diving. They're still going after it, but they're just a split second late today.
It's the 4th time that D.G. Sherrill has brought the Purples into a Final Four. Well on its way to what would be the 3rd championship game. We had a good team back in 2017, led by Terry Taylor, that went on to Austin Peay. And then into the G League, a little bit of time with the Indiana Pacers. D'Angelo Wilson, Zion Harmon was on that team.
That was a good team there.
Kentucky, and with 4:17 to go in the game, the lead mounts up to 59-42 on the first of 2 foul shots by Joseph Hurt. What a game he's had with 21 after only scoring 4 collectively in the 2 overtime wins. 18-point lead. Deep right corner, they got to hit a bunch of them, and that one won't go for Wuchterl. Defensive rebound, and the writing's on the wall. They throw down to Hurt. The Fairdale transfer puts it in. 23, putting a Hurt on the opponent today.
He has been absolutely out of this world today. You want him to hit a 3? He did that early from the corner. You want him to take it to the basket? He did. A little spin move? He did that. Right there, being physical, getting fouled, going in, and drawing the foul. He's got a chance to convert the 3-point play.
None of these guys have probably ever seen the sitcom All in the Family, but it was All in the Family, and then Hurt got invited to join him. Remember, 5 of the 6 have played together since 6th grade. Hurt comes in from Fairdale. Right wing 3, another one just won't fall for Fithian. He'll get it back in the right corner. His team down now by 21. Steele up ahead. Driving in left side, Carpenter, smart player. He just pulls it back. And then a travel by Idlet. Idlet just kind of looks up at the scoreboard. Idlet was the star early. He scores 3 straight threes in that second quarter to make sure they keep the lead. He was great yesterday. Today, it's hurt.
Well, I would say, remember, Banks hit an early 3. It was, remember, Bailey got 2 buckets early on. Then it was Island. They just have gotten it from everybody today.
Another 3 misses. They'll try it on the left side with Miles. He'll strip the cords. Julia Miles with 15 of their 45 today. Lead sits currently at 63-45, 3:12 to go. Driving to the goal, off the right side, Banks as the whistle sound, puts it in as it falls through the funnel, and he's into double figures down with 10 and a foul shot coming. They have threaded everything that this South Oldham defense has thrown at them today for a 65-45 lead, and they're 3 minutes and 10 seconds of clock time from the championship game at 7:30 Eastern tonight. 11 points for Banks. Idlet has 12. 3 off the left wing, no good. Defensive rebound off the miss by B. Alley-oop, little touch and a foul. The little loop to the left of the goal and a touch up near the rim, but a foul on the undercut. And it was on Brooks B. Timeout, 2:52 to go. 66-45, Bowling Green leads here on the Morgan & Morgan Sweet 16 Network.
As the old saying goes, size matters.
At Morgan & Morgan, we have over 1,000 lawyers and nearly 6,000 people on staff.
But at the core, this is and always has been a family business.
Our family watching out for your family.
Call us or email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on a Saturday or a Sunday.
And if you ever have a problem, call our mom.
Morgan & Morgan.
For the people and your family.
Proud sponsor of Kentucky High School Athletic Association.
In the game of life, substance misuse can be a formidable opponent. This is former UK basketball player Jared Polson. If you or a loved one find yourself down because of a substance use issue, let the specialist at the Kentucky Help Statewide Call Center assist with resources to get you back in the game. Their number is 1-8338-KY-HELP. That's 1-833-859-4357. A message from Operation Unite. Go Cats.
Scott Thompson courtside for Clark's Pump and Shop. Somebody that's definitely refreshed and refueled this Bowling Green team, of course. They've had 2 overtime games before this. Time now for our BSN Heart of the Game. How about these pep bands that show up throughout the entire season? They start work in the summer when it's hot. They're outside, a full band prepare during football season. But when it gets basketball, smaller numbers, boy, they provide a lot of excitement for both these teams and every team across the state. So our BSN Heart of the Game, these pep bands. Let's go up. Final 2:52 for Greg Stottlemyre and Jody Demling.
Well, Bowling Green right on that doorstep of knocking down 3 teams here. This one, unlike the first 2 that were nail-biters, as they opened the tournament with the overtime win over Adair County 52-51. Another overtime win yesterday over Ashland 80-74. They had in that game a closing run of 17-3. They were down by 6 late in the game in regulation and then tied it on the Bailey drive with 16 seconds to go. Bailey won it in game 1. Foul shot good. As Hurt adds to his total, there's been a little bit of a change here now. Hurt with 25 points as they had to correct something on the score sheet. And we now have Banks in double figures with 11, 25 for Hurt, and 12 for Idlet.
This is just a clinic. I mean, a clinic of being patient, a clinic of not taking bad shots, and a clinic of going out there and executing exactly what DG Sherrill wanted them to do against this team. And now here in the second half, they haven't taken a lot of threes.
And all of a sudden, it is up to 23. Back in the game, had a good start. Burnside, another whistle. A lot of fouls in this game. That'll be foul number 7 on Bowling Green. Most of the reaching has come on South Oldham with 17 fouls, 10 this half. Bowling Green just plays solid, fundamental defense, don't they? They're quick.
Yep.
They get good position, and on the other side, they drive and get you in foul trouble as a team. Here's William Burnside, 6'6" senior. Had 8 points in the first half. That's his first point of the second half. He's had 9 points, 8 rebounds. Good game by Burnside. Miles has 15, but he's taken 17 shots to get there. Burnside second, left it a little short, but he got the rebound. And then it's stolen away, and Idlet's got it. 2:35 to go.
It's just one of those days when you get the offensive rebound, you're the shooter on a free throw, and you get your own offensive rebound, and then it just gets taken away from you.
Running and trapping. Carpenter trying to get out of there. He'll find the guy that's come in a couple of times, Orlando Davis. He was in the first half as well. Here comes Carpenter, great ball handler. Good vision. Brings it out to Idlet. Carpenter. Writings on the wall here for South Oldham. Idlet pitching catch on the sidelines. Just playing with the orange leather right now. Free throw line extended. Looks like South Oldham knows what's coming now. They're not fouling. 2 minutes to go. Drive inside Carpenter and puts another nail in the coffin with a layup. He has 7. They're up by 25, 70-45. Deep three for the guy wearing 50 miles. That's his 4th of the day. He has 18. And now we're going to start seeing the substitutions.
Yeah, D.G. Sherrill getting all his guys out with 1:46 left. They're up 70-49. So get a little rest and recovery for tonight for the Purples as they all come out. 26 points for Hurt.
R&R, but it's not rest and relaxation, is it?
No.
That heart rate, even for these young fellows, will go up when they walk back into the arena tonight to take on either Great Crossing or Montgomery County. Great Crossing with a record of 32-4, and Montgomery County at 23-10. But again, an injury to the starting point guard last night for Great Crossing. And they've got a really good point guard at Montgomery County. So how does that play into game 2 with Dick Gabriel and Cameron Mills? It'll be on the call here on the network. 70-45 Bowling Green. And let's see who new is coming into the game for Bowling Green. He's played a little bit. Ethan Kirkwood, a co-captain. Also Christian Mahier is in. Orlando Davis stays to the court. Hudson Aikens into the state tournament now. And one other player, an Embry Dotson, on the other side for South Oldham. They'll keep their starters on the court. One of their, Xander Searcy is still out there. I like the way Burnside has played today. He's been good inside when the 3 ball's not dropping. 9 points, 9 rebounds. But when you go to the other side of things, Bowling Green has really gotten the points going. Idlet with 12, Hurt with 26. And a total of 10 for Banks.
Well, and they only played...
Make it 11 on Banks.
On Banks, 11. Yeah, the Banks with 11. They only played 6 players the entire time. 26, 12, 11, 7, 7, and 7. A very balanced, and let's spread the wealth and everybody contribute. And that's what has really won them this game is executing the game plan. Obviously, just doing a fantastic job on defense and really sharing the ball on offense.
Bowling Green will go into the title game having won 18 of their last 20 games. They played 6 games against out-of-state opponents to get ready. Great Crossing did that as well this season. Will they be the one that they'll play? We're going to find out later. Chasing Davis all the way to the half-court line here in front of us in the official score, and a reach and a foul on Xander Searcy, the junior. Well, you can't take anything away from South Oldham. Great excitement with their 3-point shooting in the first 2 games. Failed them today, but their great coach, the 25-year veteran who played in this tournament himself, and Steve Simpson always brings them, as we talked and told the story as Davis gets in the scorebook, brings them up, sit outside Rupp Arena and talk about, guys, this is the goal. This is where we want to be in March. They made it and beyond.
Yep. And the starters are coming out now. Fithian checks out with 8 points. Burnside, 9 points and 9 rebounds. B, who hit the game-winning shot to get them here in the regional final, 7 points and 4 rebounds. And, of course, Julian Miles with 18 points. And, Greg, That ends a great career, 2,117 career points, the all-time leading scorer for South Oldham for Miles.
Second foul shot, no good. Rebound by Siakam, who, by the way, his uncle is Pascal Siakam for the Indiana Pacers. And both of his parents played high school basketball in the state of Kentucky. A walk. Burkhead is in. First time back in now for Bowling Green comes Ian Wells. So it's Burkhead, Siakam, Lawrence, Estrada, and Ratliff on the court for South Oldham. Bowling Green throws it away on one side of the court down there, trying to get it into the right side corner. Turnover made by Hudson Aikens of the ball that went errant. And now here comes South Oldham with 1:09 to go, down 71-49. At the head of the key, they work their way to the left side, back top to Burkhead. Burkhead works right, throws it low, turning inside, twisting, shooting, hitting. Scorebook for Estrada. 70-51. 71-51 make it. 20-point lead, 45 seconds to go. Bowling Green will head to the state title game, 31-6. Cross-court pass through the lane. Goes off the hands of Bowling Green's Doyle. And a drive to the goal, left side, in and out for Adam Burkhead, at a foul in transition, or it's just timeout? Yeah, it's coach timeout to get two more purples into the game. Woodard will come in, and one more player, I believe it's going to be Anthony Davis. It'll be Anthony Davis.
South Oldham getting a couple of other players in. It is
Chance Doyle's come back in for Bowling Green as well. Ball into the hands of Ian Wells. 22 seconds to go. Here's Embry Dotson. Dotson driving, giving it off to his teammate in the lane. Doyle, get the scorebook, young man. 73-51 Bowling Green. The Purples trying to win the gold. Tonight, who will they play? 6 seconds to go. What an impressive performance on both ends of the court, as the three shot off the wing is no good. And Bowling Green is into the title game for the third time in school history.
And unfortunately for South Oldham, that last shot kind of indicative of what this game was. A three-pointer that was not even close, 8 of 35. The best three-point shooting team in the state this year. They got shut down today by this Bowling Green Purple team. What a fantastic game plan from D.G. Sherrill to come out, run them off the line, be physical with them. They did a good job, and they converted and got to the championship game.
Ironically, both teams now have the same record. South Oldham sees it over at 31-6. Bowling Green, one more game to play, 31-6. We started with 270 teams in this tournament. At the district level, we're down to 3, and Bowling Green knows they have a ticket to tonight's final at 7:30 as the two teams will gather around center court here. D.G. Sherrill's team will move in with that 5-guard lineup as both teams for prayer at center court. But, man, Bowling Green's just got all the parts, don't they? And 5 of the 6 guys have played together since 6th grade.
You know, and the crazy thing is, you mentioned those teams in Bowling Green past, and you think about those teams that they had with all the good players that they've brought up here from, from way back when, the Shane Bohannon team, all the way to the, to the Terry Taylor team, the championship team that they won the state championship. And then you look at this team and you think they don't have a quote-unquote star. They've just got a bunch of guys who's been playing together for a long time who are really, really talented, and a bunch of dudes that can really do it.
We'll find out who our player of the game is. Scott Thompson will track him down. Warren Central won a title in 23, runner-up in 22. Now it's Bowling Green's chance, Scott.
All right, thanks, Greg. Blue Oval SK electrifying player of the game. Joe Hurt, you were electrifying today. Now, the two previous games, you weren't a big threat scoring, but today it was all you.
Yes, sir. I felt like we moved the ball well. The last 2 games, I was boarding the ball, trying to help my team do what it takes to win. This game, I just kind of got hot, and I felt like, just got hot.
And when it's hot, your teammates get it to you, don't they?
Yes, sir. They give it to me, and that's a big part of them because they find me wide open and other teams wide open. So, it's a big part.
This is a total team. It's not just a one marquee player. You all play together well.
Yeah. It's like all our team is good from seniors. We got 6 seniors. We really should be starting off 6, but we can't. So, we got to start 5. But him coming off the bench, Deuce coming off the bench is Jace coming off the bench is a big part because, he's good also. And we got other bench players that help too. So this is what makes us a good team.
How about this state championship game
Yes,
for you tonight?
Sir, can't wait.
All right, appreciate
it.
All right, that's Joe Hurt. How about this? Before today, the 2 previous overtime games, 5 points, 10 rebounds. Today, 26 points, 3 rebounds, 10 of 13 from the field, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Blue Oval SK is electrifying the future of mobility. Learn more at blueovalsk.com. Bowling Green's in the championship. Coming up shortly, we'll hear from DG Sherrill back in the press room. More on our Morgan & Morgan Sweet 16 network.
How can you measure the value of education-based athletics? Well, the value is in what makes it invaluable. That's because school sports aren't just about winning. They're about learning and growing. School sports aren't just about gaining trophies and accolades. They're about learning life lessons, bringing a whole community together, developing character and integrity, having coaches who mentor you, and teammates who become lifelong friends. And you can't put a price on any of that. That's what makes education-based athletics invaluable. Of course, when you participate in school sports, you want to win and become a better athlete, but the purpose is so much greater: becoming a better person. Support your local school sports programs. And if you have a student, encourage them to get involved.
Brought to you by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association and the Kentucky Athletic Administrators Association.
In the game of life, substance misuse can be a formidable opponent. This is former UK basketball player Jared Polson. If you or a loved one find yourself down because of a substance use issue, let the specialist at the Kentucky Help Statewide Call Center assist with resources to get you back in the game. Their number is 1-8338-KY-HELP. That's 1-833-859-4357. A message from Operation Unite. Go Cats.
What are you doing out there?
Come on!
I saw you at the game the other night. Yeah, you. Up there getting mad, acting like we're all out there making $1 million a game. Well, let me be real with you. This isn't the pros. It's school sports, and it's a game, our game. So please, let us play.
School sports fans, remember, when you cheer for your team, make noise for the right reasons. This message presented by the NFHS and the NIAAA.
And all student athletes in Kentucky.
Bowling Green's only deficit today was 2-0. They dispatched South Oldham in the first of 2 semifinals, 73-51. They're ahead for 29 minutes, 13 seconds of the 32 minutes. And Jody, they outshot South Oldham by 25% today.
Yeah, they really did. They did a fantastic job of what they wanted to do. They were physical with them, athletic. Their athleticism created havoc early on. And remember, we talked about they started 0 for 11 from three-point range, did South Oldham, and we talked early in the game. We thought the length was bothering them. 50 and in miles for the first 5 or 6 minutes of the game. They didn't even have a look, much less try to shoot it. They didn't even have a look at it. And that was the defensive pressure for this Bowling Green Purples team. And hats off to DG Sherrill. As I said, there's no star on this team. There's 6 seniors that have been playing together for a long, long time. One guy does it one game, another guy does it another game. They continue. Idle is a guy that can shoot the ball. He shoots the lights out. But this is a true team. This is a true team that comes together, and they really played well today.
They play defense nobody taller than 6'2", too.
Right.
It's really impressive.
And that 6'2" stretching it a little bit, too. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like they're all about the same size. They're all these guys that just get after it. And it's going to be interesting. Whichever team wins this next game, it's going to be interesting because you're going to have to do some different things against that Bowling Green team.
Both teams now 31-6. South Oldham bows out, but they got all the way to Saturday and on the Morgan & Morgan All-Tournament team, a guy that had that tremendous game last game out when they won past Jeffersontown by 1. Colton Wuchterl, He is on the all-tournament team. And Julian Miles, who had 22 assists coming into this tournament, added more assists to his total today, had 5 more. He's on the all-tournament team as well. Bowling Green to the title game back after this on the Morgan. No, we're going to stay right here? Okay.